Hello, I'm Laura from Open Democracy's Our Economy section.
Hi, I'm Matthias. I'm here organizing the activist section at the conference. I'm also a practicing artist.
And we're here at Lille for the annual conference of IPPE and AFEP. And the title of the conference is Envisioning the Economy of the Future and the Future of Political Economy.
We're about to talk to different academics who present their research here about I asked them what they think are the main issues with today's economy.
And how can we build this economy of the future?
Over the last 30 or 40 years, capitalism's had pretty much everything its own way.
The results have been a huge deterioration in terms of people's well-being.
If you look into societies, there's growing inequality, but also if you look at it from a global perspective, so from a north-south perspective, for example, things grow more and more unequal, and this of course creates tensions and problems that are endangering the stability of our political, economical and societal systems.
There are ecological limits, there are limits to what capitalism can achieve.
I mentioned the idea of a good life within planetary boundaries, and if you look at a global level, at a national level, essentially there's no evidence of a society that's doing that.
Growth increasingly relies on social and ecological devastation and the exploitation of labor.
One of the problems is that we don't have the kind of social movements that would have the kind of pressure needed to bargain for better conditions of work.
One of the main issues is the concentration of wealth. It's not just about the inequality in terms of income distribution, but also inequality in terms of access to productive means and sources. We have a problem with not just low wages, also underemployment, which is quite hard in terms of the young generation, which of course included me.
We've been through a process of hyper-globalization, which also led to an increase in financialization. The big finance sector is now controlling everything. And I think it's time also to stop with austerity policies.
The level of corporate concentration has led to a process whereby corporations are gaining increasing political power and are increasingly structuring political processes around them to favor them and their shareholders. This is of course a process that has been in the making for at least 40 years, and we know it as neoliberalism.
The power relationships in the economy to explain why some choices are made, for example, maximizing profits instead of eliminating poverty or solving the problem of environment.
The big problem we have now, people don't believe in general in politics, politicians, promises. So it's time to get closer to people.
People have no say in the control of the economy. They have no participation. Once they show up at their work site, by law, they have the choice of either doing what they're told or walking away and no longer receiving a salary.
Celui qui possède l'entreprise dirige, organise, mais celui qui travaille, qui participe à produire la richesse, lui est exclu des décisions qui organisent le fonctionnement de l'entreprise.
One of the biggest issues, I think, with the economy today is the disenfranchisement of the majority of people, both in terms of how we exist now, but also thinking about our futures, how we can actually take ownership and responsibility of what the world will look like in 10, 15, 20, 100 years' time.